Hey, it's no one. Welcome back to iHollywood TV, the TV show. Well, our next guest can be seen in his new holiday movie, A Bluegrass Christmas, available on demand and DVD, Amazon and Walmart. Please welcome David Pinard. Hello, David. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing great. It is so nice to see you again.
I know. It's always nice to see a familiar face.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. By the way, I was telling him before we hopped on that David sounds like Shawn Mendes. So if anyone thinks the same as I do, please tweet me or at me and let me know. I think you do. But he says it's because you guys are from Canada, right?
Yeah, we're basically brothers now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. He was telling me that he lives right next to you.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, maybe someday people will be like, David Pinard, and they'll be like Shawn Mendes, who, right?
Right, yeah. David and Shawn, they'll do like a collaboration or something.
I do sing. I know I do. I mean, yeah, that'd be kind
You
of
do
cool.
sing.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll talk about that here too. By the way, David,
Sure.
nice to see you once again. But you grew up as an athlete and playing soccer most of your life, but you always had a love for entertaining people. I found that really interesting. So when did you
hmm
feel confident enough to be an actor and ditch these sports to be in the entertainment business full time?
I like to compare my life to the ever so popular Troy Bolton. When I was in high school,
High School
I played a lot
Musical?
of. Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
When
I can see that.
I played soccer in high school, and I remember, my drama teacher was like, "Oh, I'd like you to be in plays," and I was like, "I don't know, that's not really like cool." But I always enjoyed entertaining people, making people laugh, and
Uh,
my drama teacher really motivated me to pursue the arts, and I'm really glad he did because I had some pretty bad knee injuries and decided to kind of put my soccer life on the back burner and
mhm.
follow my passions in entertaining, and it all worked out for me. I'm really a follow your dreams kind of person, and
Yeah.
if I can do it, I like to preach that other people can do it as well. And now, after 10 years of being in the acting world, I'm finally at a place where I can help others, and it's really rewarding. I love it.
That is so great. And by the way, if you stayed in sports, you might be having surgery years later. Like when you get a certain age, sometimes you have to have a little surgery because of all the toughness of it all that you had to do over the years. It just
Yeah, I'm
wears your body out.
35, and I went for a psychic reading recently, and she was like, "Do you have pain in your back?" And I was like, "I'm 35. Yeah, I always have pain in my back. That's an easy
What?
guess."
You have pain in your back at 35? I'm not
You
that
could
far
have
away.
you could have named any part of my body and asked if there was pain in it, and I would say, "Yeah."
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm less than 10 years away from 35. So, that is not
Oh, you
good.
got time.
Oh, I
You
don't know if
got
I'm looking
time.
forward to that now. Oh my goodness. Well, wait until you hit 40. Well, they say 40 is like the
hmm
new 20. Is that what they say? Or they
True,
or
true. I'm taking care of myself, so you know what?
yeah.
Like, I do really love being in the entertainment world
Yeah.
because it raised my bar of what like normal is. Like, if I
Yeah.
look at myself in the mirror, I could be like, "Oh, I look in good shape," and then I'm going to see the Craven movie. I always forget his name, the actor who's from Kick Ass. He's absolutely shredded in this new movie, and I'm like,
Uh,
great, that's my new standard. I gotta get there.
yeah. I mean, I could see you like playing a teenager. I mean, not as an insult, but I love that as an actor you can play younger roles if you have the
hmm
youthful face and the youthful body. Like if you take care of yourself, you can play younger roles. And
Yeah, it's that's a really unique thing too, because I
yeah.
recently just auditioned to play a dad who had three daughters. So
What?
on my resume it says I'm 35. So I'm auditioning for
Yeah.
a dad role,
Mhm.
and I told my agent, I'm like, it says here that I have a daughter who's 18, which would have made me like 15 having her.
Oh my, yeah, you're like, I don't
Yeah.
know about that now, because
But what I say as an actor, if other actors are watching this, is if the audition comes in for me, even if I don't think personally I'm a good fit for it, like as a casting director, I'd be like, I don't see me in that role.
yeah.
I will audition and give my all for it, hoping that they see my acting ability and want to give me a different role that might suit me.
Oh, true. That's
Yeah.
smart. I like that. That's a really clever idea to keep in the back of your mind. People that want to be actors and actresses. Okay. And you
Hmm.
touched on it here shortly, but having a background in music as well, you can play the guitar and piano, and you have even signed some of your
Hmm.
music to various TV, film, and commercial productions. What have those been, and do we know of some of those?
Uh, yeah, I mean, you interviewed me for Unperfect Christmas Witch, which
Yes.
I was lucky enough to perform in it and sing in that as well.
Right.
One of the songs that I perform in it, when I had my audition, I read most of the script and I was like, oh, there's a song that I wrote that really, kind of felt like it would fit really well in this movie. So
Mm.
I'm always a fan of pushing outside the norm. So in a normal slate, you just say your name, your height, and maybe what your agency is. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try something. I was like, at the end of my slate, hey, I got this song. This character is a musical character. I'm going to
Hmm.
perform it. If you guys like it, let me
Yeah.
know. And they liked it enough that they ended up writing it into the movie, and I got to perform it in the movie, which was really
Look
cool.
at you. When we come back, we got more conversation with David Pinard for his new Up TV movie, A Bluegrass Christmas. So come on back. Welcome back. I'm joined by David Pinard. Let's talk about the new Christmas movie that aired on Up TV this year. Was A Bluegrass Christmas, now available on DVD and digital at Walmart and Amazon, the two big major retailers right there. Tell us all about the movie.
Yeah, Bluegrass Christmas. I've been in 12 Christmas movies now. It's kind of been my bread and butter, which has been really cool. And
12?
yeah, so I watch a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's a cool journey on the way up. I still have yet to be a lead in a Hallmark Christmas movie. I
Oh,
do a
you
lot of the
Hallmark people.
Lifetime. I've been in 4 Hallmark movies, just never the lead. But I
Ah,
feel like as a natural progression of my career, I'm kind of working my way there, which is really nice.
oh.
And yeah,
Well,
back
the,
to the original question
mm-hmm.
of Bluegrass Christmas. Why I really 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 like this one. I'm in a lot of Christmas films that sometimes can become very formulaic. Small town girl, big city guy.
Yeah.
Big shops not working. All that kind of stuff. It's all very formulaic sometimes, but Bluegrass Christmas has some actual like really really nice emotional elements of loss and how to cope with that moving on. And I think there's some really beautiful moments that even I, before I was able to watch the final product, had some tears in my eyes when I was watching it. And I was like, wow, this actually kind
Oh,
of hits some emotions. And it's not always just the happy-go-lucky stuff. It
yeah.
helps people maybe face stuff they're dealing with and maybe learn how to break through, which is really nice.
Mm. And you say that, the movie got you a little teary-eyed. And how so? Like, what were some of the parts that really hit home to you or hit you personally, David?
I recently had my dog pass away. I've been a sad
Oh,
guy, and
yeah,
dealing with loss, I always just kind of like it's inevitable sometimes, and
yeah.
it's always going to come, and how are we going to deal with it? And
Mm-hmm.
in the film, my co-star Amanda's grandfather hasn't played guitar in 20 years because of the loss of his wife, and he just hasn't had that emotion because
Mm.
she was his joy, and he lost that. So for 20 years, he just stooped in this until this moment where she sings with him. And even right now, I'm about to tear because it's so beautiful. It's She
Yeah.
sings the song that they always used to sing together, and it brought back all his emotions, and he felt that feeling of love again. And I think it's really beautiful.
By the way, what other genres would you like to explore in your career? Because speaking of doing 12 Christmas movies, that is a lot. But this one was your lead, right? You were like
Yeah,
the lead
yeah.
role, and you were on the
Hmm.
cover as well.
Hmm.
That's pretty
Yes,
impressive.
I've been super fortunate. That was my fifth lead role that I've had in my career, and
Wow.
I'll always be super thankful for that. And I never know what's next. But yeah, I
Mm.
have a background in comedy. I like to make people laugh. I do improv, so maybe something in the comedy side. But also, I'm a huge fan of like Lord of the Rings. I just went and saw the new Gladiator movie. I'm
Oh,
kind of
wow. Okay.
manifesting that I can book a role where I can like do a sword battle. I've been getting into good
Mm.
shape in the gym that I can finally feel confident taking my shirt off. So I
Oh,
think
good
it'll
for
be really
you.
cool. So maybe Gladiator 3, you'll see me have a cool war scene or something.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing to see you do a little something different from all the Christmas movies. But I mean, being in a Christmas movie, I mean, it just makes you feel all good inside, right? Like I mean, I feel
Mhm.
like every time you're a part of a Christmas movie, no matter what set it is, you feel the joy in the air. Is that
I get to have like 2 or 3 Christmases a year, so it's pretty cool.
right?
There's always snow around, there's always cheer. And I think that's, something that's special about December is you're kind of in this Christmas mood. There's like an energy about the city. There's a lot of giving, which is nice. And
Mm-hmm.
I get to have that, a few multiple times. I think a lot of people get sick of Christmas sometimes, but
Yeah.
I love it.
When we come back, we got more conversation with David Pinard. Come on back after this. Welcome back. I am joined today by David Pinard. So, David, living in Canada, do they
Yeah.
like go all out, celebrate Christmas? Like, do you guys really get into the spirit?
Yeah, I mean, Canada is a very, I like to say mild. Like, I think America is always like 10 times more
We go
big
overboard
than
here.
we are. Yeah, you
We're like the
guys are,
crazy nutheads, like we go overboard for Halloween, for Christmas,
mhm.
Easter, probably. People just buy everything.
Yeah, but I mean, I live in Toronto, which is our biggest city. It's very similar to New York. And
Yes.
we have awesome ice rinks and like just outside my window, I live on the water. They
Oh,
have
wow.
Christmas markets. I'm going to go to the Christmas market today, and there's so many cool things going on. So that's something I love about Toronto is there's always some kind of function or something to see and do, and
Yeah.
I'm never bored here.
I always think Canada, they have the best people. The best people come from Canada, but I've never been there. But that's nice to know that Toronto's very similar to New York. I wouldn't know because I've never been. But yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
I mean, New York does get a bad rap for people being a little not as friendly and kind and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I mean, Toronto has it as well. I find the stress of a big city can kind of weigh on people, but
Yeah.
the true spirit of Canada is to be polite and eat
Mm-hmm.
maple syrup. So when you come here, those are the two things you gotta do.
I'll be well when I go and visit. I will grab all the maple syrup and bring it right back. Like
I find it
Will Ferrell
strange
from
that you
Elf.
guys don't have poutine anywhere because it's one of the best things ever. Do you know what poutine is?
I don't think I do. Educate me,
Oh,
David, on that. What is that?
poutine is a national treasure in Canada. It's fries with gravy and cheese curds on top.
Oh,
That's the
hold on, wait
classic.
now. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm doing that, and I should live in Canada because I
yeah.
just ate fries with gravy. But you said there's what on top?
Like mozzarella cheese curds that
Mozzarella
melt in with
cheese.
it. Yeah, it's so good. But like in curd form, like they're just fat chunks that are on top, and the gravy comes on and it slightly melts it over the fries. And then now we're at a point that's traditional. That's like the base. Now we're at places they
Uh-huh.
upgrade it and put as much onto the fries and upgrade it. But a traditional one is just nice fries, good gravy, good cheese curds. And I'm so used to it because every fast food franchise here,
Yeah.
when you go to order your meal, you can upgrade to a poutine. Everyone has it. But I was in Orlando a couple weeks ago and I was at Burger King and I was like, "Oh, can I upgrade to a poutine?" And they're like, "We have no idea what
They're
that
like,
is." I was
what the
like,
hell is that,
"Forgot.
right?
I forgot it's so normal to us."
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, that sounds so good, but so unhealthy to clog the arteries. But I love it. I mean,
Yeah,
hey, you
just
only live
once,
once.
just
Oh yeah,
just once. Yeah.
I'll eat it. Oh my god.
Mhm.
Well, now I really gotta go. Okay, when I go, I will connect with you, and then you will take me around to try all the different foods because I'm a foodie, and then we'll go to
Sounds
like the
good.
little shops and stuff. Yeah, that sounds like a whole lot of fun. By the
Yeah.
way, has there ever been anyone in your career that has kind of giving you guidance, giving you like the direction that you really, needed to take to really get you to where you're at today in your career? Like, was there that one
Hmm.
person that helped you that you're forever grateful for?
Hmm. I mean, the person that really motivated me was my drama teacher in high school. His name's Brian Raisbeck.
Oh,
Amazing
hi,
guy.
Brian.
I haven't seen him. Haven't seen him in a long time, but if he does watch this, I'll always be so grateful for the advice and the encouragement. But of
Uh-huh.
people that I've met, um, it's funny enough. It wasn't actors; it was actually casting directors.
Oh.
There's one named Larissa Mayer who's cast me in a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember I went in for an audition once and for a small role. And I came in and she looked at me and she's like, "You're reading for this?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's
Uh,
like, "You look like you could be the lead. Like, I want you to take this scene. I want you got 15 minutes, go outside, memorize the lines, come back in, and you're going to read for the lead." And I was like, "Wow,
what?
okay." Yeah.
And
So
did you memorize the lines? That would have like scared me
I
to
did.
death because I feel like I
I
can't
did
remember
mess them
anything.
up a few times. I ran down to
Yeah.
a local coffee shop, and I'm out loud running these lines and trying to learn them, and go
Yeah.
back into the audition. And she was really patient with me.
Oh.
I think there's always a idea that casting directors are to like you're nervous around them, but
Mm-hmm.
they want you to be the best you can be, because then they can show
Yeah.
you to their clients, and they'll be really proud if they can show a really good product. So I remember I had that,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended up not booking the role, but she was like, "I see, a lot of lead potential in you." At this time, I had none, and I was just, kind of coming up, and was always, hard on myself, not knowing if I could do any of this. The acting world is very frustrating because it's 10,000 no's just to get one yes. So after that experience, I'll be forever grateful for how much she believed in me, because moving forward, I think she's casted me in over like 10 films, two lead
Wow.
roles. Like it's been really great. So yeah, it's those
We are
kind of people that
grateful
keep you
for her.
motivated.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. And it's
And
funny, a
what is
lot
her
of
name?
actors, Larissa Mayer, she's great.
Marissa?
Larissa L.
Larissa.
Yeah.
I can't hear over this Zoom. Oh my god. Larissa, well, we thank you for
Yeah.
bringing us all David and continuing to let him work in the industry, right?
I agree.
Well, David, it's been so nice to chat with you once again on the show. I know that Zoom is going to wrap me up here momentarily, but anyway, I really, really had a fun time, and I have got to plan a trip to come to Toronto because I think my partner company, RHEI, is over in Toronto, and I think they are. Don't get me wrong now. And I would love to come see you and meet them for the first time and just enjoy Canada.
Yeah, it's great. Highly recommend.
Yeah, and maybe we'll bump into Shawn Mendes. That's right.
You send him a message, see if he says
Oh,
anything. He wouldn't get back to me.
oh. Well, he ain't gonna get back to little old me. Oh my god. Well,
Yeah.
I'll try, but all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, David. It's been so nice to see you, my friend. You take care. You have a great holiday season.
Thank you. And I'm sure I'll see you soon next year.
Yes, we
Round 3
will.
for us.
Round 3. That's right. All right. Take care.
See ya. Have a good one.
When we come back, we got time for one more guest, Melissa Rift, who is the master taster at Old Forester. So come on back after the break. The holidays are finally here, bringing the promise of joy and rest with the people that we love. As another wild year comes to a close, this season always begs us to slow down, take time to connect with each other. So Melissa Rift, the master taster at Old Forester, is prepared to offer some inspiration for making the season special while keeping it simple. Good morning, Melissa. Welcome to iHollywood TV.
Good morning, Noah. Super happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Melissa, you say it's important to connect versus being connected this time of the year. So tell us all about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people can identify with the world feeling like it's just sped up a lot lately. And I know I spend a lot of time on screens, whether it's my phone or computer, trying to keep in touch and keep up with my work. So the holidays are a great excuse and also just a time to unplug, unwind, and really spend quality time with friends and family and people you love.
By the way, I love I wouldn't even want to call it an ugly Christmas sweater, but I have a little Christmas sweater too, but I love yours. It looks so cute and adorable and funny.
Thank you. I've been telling everyone this year, it's not an ugly Christmas sweater. It's a classy Christmas sweater. So.
Aha! I like that even better, Melissa. That's right. There, you said it right here on this show. Now, what does the gift of being present mean to you, my friend?
Well, presents around the holidays for me is all about the traditions that we celebrate. My family has a lot of traditions that we look forward to every year. And so, like I said, kind of unplugging and getting rid of all that chaos and really making sure that we can be intentional about our shared interests is really important to me. And this year we welcomed a new baby into the family. So it's both about celebrating our established traditions, but also establishing new ones, which is going to be very fun.
A new little baby. Congratulations. That's exciting. So will this be he or she's first Christmas?
It will be. Yep. First Christmas. We've already got the tree up. So we're really looking forward to, Christmas morning. He's not going to know what's going on, but we're going to have a good time watching it.
He's going to have a blast. And you guys will have a blast celebrating with him. Oh, it's so cute, though. Well, take a lot of photos. So then when he gets older, then you can say, look at this. This was like your first Christmas and we did all this. You might not remember it, but now you can remember it through photos, So.
Exactly.
Now, Melissa, you have a recipe that will make our holiday special. Oh, what is that? Tell us about that.
So this is a gingerbread old fashioned, and I love it because an old fashioned is such a popular bourbon cocktail already, and it lends itself to Old Forester's flavor profile really well because we have this nice balance of sweet confectionery notes with a lot of nice robust spice. So we're going to start with our syrup, so sweetness factor. In a classic old fashioned, you're going to use simple syrup, but what we've put together today is a 1/4 ounce of molasses syrup and a 1/4 ounce of gingerbread syrup. And both of those are ingredients you can find at your local liquor store or your grocery store. And when we talk about ease and kind of taking the stress off of yourself, you can put those in your cocktail at a 1/4 ounce each, but we've combined them together. So it's just an easy 1/2 ounce and you actually cut out a step. Next ingredient is 2 ounces of our bourbon. And I like to use the Old Forester Prohibition style or 1920. And that's partially because it's a slightly higher proof point for this bourbon. So it's going to cut through those sweet notes and really balance the cocktail nicely. And then last but not least, we've got our cinnamon bitters. And these are just going to offer a little bit of seasoning, kind of add to that overall holiday flavor profile. We actually make these bitters custom. They're smoked cinnamon bitters on our website. So if you like this cocktail, you can go on oldforester.com and actually find those for yourself. I'm going to give this a nice stir because being cold and being a little bit diluted are great things for a cocktail, just as important as the rest of the ingredients. And then a nice classy rocks glass and a large cube make a cocktail look nice, as well as you mentioned that garnish of gingerbread. So I'm going to throw that in here with a little dehydrated orange. It's a beautiful cocktail. It tastes delicious. As long as you're enjoying responsibly, your friends and family should enjoy it.
Yes, enjoy responsibly. Don't get on the road now and start swerving all over the place. Oh, Melissa, they would. How dare they do it all, Anyway, but you made it look so easy. It looks so simple, so cute, so festive. And by the way, plug out the website one more time now.
Yeah, so you can find out a little bit more about all of our expressions of Old Forester because you can sub different expressions out for this one. You can find that as well as other recipes and this one at oldforester.com.
Nice. We'll have that information below. By the way, Melissa, you have a great Christmas. Thank you so much for coming on iHollywood TV, and it was a blast. I really enjoyed talking with you.
Yeah, thank you for hosting me, and I hope you have happy holidays as well.
Never miss out on a brand new episode. Subscribe to iHollywood TV's YouTube channel today. We'll be right back in a moment. On the next iHollywood TV, the TV show episode, actress Jill Wagner stops by to discuss her great American Family Christmas special, Christmas on the Farm. We'll see you next time.